Scene 1. On December 1st, 1948, a lifeless body was discovered on the sandy shores of Somerton Beach, Australia. The man had no identification, no visible signs of struggle, and yet in his pocket lay a cryptic piece of paper. The words Tamam Shud were inscribed on it, a Persian phrase meaning ended or finished. Who was this enigmatic figure, and what secrets did he take to his grave? Join us as we delve into the chilling mystery of the Somerton Man. Scene 2. The scene was startling. The body of a middle-aged man, impeccably dressed in a suit and tie, lay sprawled on the beach, the gentle waves lapping at his feet as if trying to wash away the mystery surrounding him. Local authorities quickly arrived at the scene, their breaths visible in the cool morning air, a stark contrast to the warmth of the sun rising over the horizon. They noted his clothes were of high quality, tailored to perfection. Yet he possessed no labels or tags, raising immediate questions about his identity and status. Even more perplexing, the man's hands showed no signs of struggle, his fingers resting delicately, as if he had simply fallen asleep. As investigators began combing through the area, the smell of salt water mingled with the scent of damp sand, creating an eerie atmosphere. They found a small scrap of paper in the fob pocket of his pants that read, Tamam Shud, a phrase that would resonate through decades and send chills down the spines of those who encountered it. This discovery would spark a decades-long quest for answers, drawing amateur sleuths and professionals alike into the enigma. The police were baffled. How could a man so well-dressed end up dead on a beach with no identification? Was it suicide, murder, or something more sinister lurking beneath the surface? The mystery deepened when a search of the man's belongings led them to a hidden compartment in a book found in a nearby car. The book, a copy of the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam, held more clues than anyone could have anticipated. Its pages filled with cryptic verses and annotations that seemed to suggest a deeper story, a narrative intertwined with fate, love, and loss, beckoning for someone to unravel its secrets. Each turn of the page felt like a step further into an abyss of intrigue, where the lines between life and death blurred, and the answers lay just beyond reach. Scene 3. The book, featuring the verses of the Persian poet Omar Khayyam, was opened to a page with handwritten notes. The cryptic inscriptions appeared to be a code, hinting at a deeper connection, and perhaps even a message from beyond the grave. The notes included a series of letters and numbers that seemed to elude interpretation. Each character appeared meticulously written, as if the author had spent sleepless nights perfecting this enigma. Intriguingly, the detectives discovered that the book had been borrowed from a local library. But by whom? The library staff, puzzled by the sudden interest in the obscure volume, recalled a peculiar patron who had been frequenting the stacks, a figure cloaked in shadows who seemed to have an unusual fixation on rare manuscripts. The plot thickened when witnesses came forward, recalling a mysterious man seen in the vicinity of the beach around the same time, who appeared to be agitated and was talking to a woman. The air was thick with tension as they described the man's fidgety demeanor and piercing gaze, suggesting he was embroiled in something far more sinister. Who was this man? Could he be connected to the Somerton Man? And did he hold the keys to unlocking the mystery? As the investigation unfolded, the police faced numerous dead ends, leading them into a web of clues that spanned far beyond their coastal town. Each lead seemed to open up more questions than answers, and the salty sea breeze carried whispers of secrets, long buried, hinting at a story that blended love, betrayal, and perhaps even espionage. Scene 4. As the days turned into weeks and weeks into months, the case began to capture the public's imagination. Who was this man without a name? The eeriness of the scene where he was found, a solitary beach in Adelaide with the dying sun casting long shadows, added an unsettling atmosphere to the mystery. Media outlets across Australia reported on the mystery, leading to theories that ranged from espionage to organized crime. Some speculated he was a spy, given the Cold War tensions of the era, a time when secrets were currency and distrust ran rampant. Others believed he was a victim of foul play, perhaps the target of a clandestine operation gone wrong. Despite the extensive media coverage, no one came forward to identify the Somerton Man. The public became increasingly captivated, with amateur detectives forming groups to discuss developments, sharing insights over cups of coffee in dimly lit cafes. Local authorities even enlisted the help of a renowned forensic expert, but the man's identity remained shrouded in secrecy. With each passing year, the case grew colder, but not the interest it generated. New generations of amateur sleuths took to the internet, trying to decode the messages left behind. The cryptic notes, written in an obscure code, seemed to whisper secrets of a life that was perhaps more extraordinary than ordinary. Could they be the key to uncovering who this man truly was? As theories spiraled and fascination deepened, the Somerton Man transformed from a forgotten corpse into an enduring symbol of mystery, drawing historians, conspiracy theorists, and curious minds alike into the enigmatic web of his life and untimely death. Scene 5. In 1949, nearly a year after his body was discovered, a breakthrough came in the form of a woman who claimed to have encountered the Somerton Man. Her name was Jessica Thompson, a striking woman with dark hair and piercing blue eyes, known for her poise and charm in the small Australian town of Somerton. She spoke of a brief but intense relationship with a man who matched his description. The details of their rendezvous were murky, filled with cryptic conversations and fleeting glances under the moonlit sky. However, she insisted he was not the same person. This revelation opened a floodgate of speculation. Was he a romantic figure, perhaps linked to her? Rumors swirled through the community, with many wondering if Jessica had harbored a hidden love affair that she was now reluctant to divulge. Jessica's reluctance to share more details only deepened the intrigue, leaving investigators and amateur sleuths alike to piece together the fragments of her story. She maintained that the man had a mysterious air about him, his presence haunting her memories, like a ghost lingering in the shadows. What was their connection, and why did she feel compelled to keep it a secret? As investigators delved deeper into her story, they found that Jessica had connections that further complicated the narrative. Her ties to a prominent local family and her associations with the bohemian artists of the time painted a picture of a woman entangled in a web of social intrigue. Evidence surfaced that suggested a clandestine meeting at a hidden cove where whispered conversations echoed against the cliffs. This led to new avenues of inquiry, each more surreal than the last, drawing in elements of espionage and international intrigue, leaving everyone to wonder if the Somerton Man was more than just a victim, but perhaps a player in a much larger enigmatic game. As the investigation continued, the focus shifted to the contents of the book and the implications of the encoded messages. The book, a copy of the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam, was found tucked under the Somerton Man's body, its pages filled with cryptic annotations and markings that hinted at deeper meanings. Eventually, some amateur codebreakers claimed to decipher the notes, dedicating countless hours to unraveling the intricate web of letters and symbols. They proposed that the sequence of letters could be a location or a name, possibly leading to the identity of the mysterious man. Others suggested that it might relate to a larger conspiracy that spanned continents, intertwining with historical events that echoed through the ages. Theories erupted, including connections to espionage, illegal dealings, and secret societies. Investigators became fascinated with the possibility that he was a spy, a victim of a clandestine operation gone wrong. Yet, even as various hypotheses gained traction, none could definitively solve the puzzle. It was as if the Somerton Man had become a ghost, forever hovering in the shadows of time, drawing people into his world of enigma. Clues that seemed promising often led to dead ends, adding layers of frustration and intrigue to the case. Every few years, renewed interest would spark new investigations and theories, keeping the memory of the Somerton Man alive in public consciousness. Each new generation of investigators delved into the case, with fresh eyes, uncovering forgotten leads and re-examining old evidence, as if the truth were just out of reach, teasing them from the depths of history. The allure of the unknown continued to captivate amateur sleuths and professional detectives alike, each hoping to be the one to finally bring closure to the mystery that had lingered for decades. Scene 7. Decades passed, and the Somerton Man faded into legend. The picturesque Australian coastline, where his lifeless body was discovered on December 1st, 1948, became a silent witness to this enduring enigma. But the case was never truly closed. In 2005, a renewed effort to solve the mystery began when DNA technology advanced, offering hope to those intrigued by this baffling story. Scientists hoped that they could extract DNA from the man's remains, leading to a breakthrough that could finally shed light on his identity. After years of testing, it was found that the Somerton Man had European origins and possibly hailed from the United Kingdom, bringing forth a sense of déjà vu for those who had long speculated about his background. Yet, this revelation only sparked further questions, rather than providing answers. Who was he, and how did he end up on that beach? Was he an innocent traveler, or did he have a darker past? As modern techniques continued to be employed, investigations led to more detailed genealogical research, revealing tantalizing hints of potential relatives scattered across the globe. Could the descendants of the Somerton Man still be alive today, perhaps unaware of their connection to this haunting mystery? This discovery was both exciting and haunting, reigniting interest in a case that seemed destined to remain unsolved. The ghostly whispers of the past lingered in the air as amateur sleuths and seasoned detectives alike delved into archives, hoping to uncover clues that had slipped through the cracks of time. Each lead, each fragment of information, brought with it a sense of urgency and anticipation, as the world remained captivated by the enduring puzzle of the Somerton Man. Scene 8. As we reach the end of our exploration into the mysterious life and death of the Somerton Man, one fact remains undeniable. Some mysteries are never meant to be solved. The Tamam Shud case, which has captivated amateur sleuths and seasoned investigators alike for decades, serves as a haunting reminder of the secrets we carry and the questions that may never be answered. The enigmatic piece of paper, the cryptic code, and the unidentified man found on Somerton Beach all point to a story shrouded in layers of intrigue and sorrow. Have you ever considered the stories behind those who vanish without a trace? Each disappearance carries with it a tangled web of emotions, unanswered phone calls, and silent pleas for help. If you have insights, theories, or connections to this case, we want to hear them. The community surrounding this mystery is rich with speculation, and your perspective could shed light on hidden truths. And if you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Join us next time as we dive into another fascinating mystery that challenges our understanding of reality, where the shadows of the past intertwine with the present, beckoning us to look deeper